Northeast Ohio. They are worried about the vote and what it will mean. News Channel 5's Michael Baldwin joins us now live with reaction from the local community. Hi, Michael.
Hey, Tracy, in a nutshell, they are not happy. They think the vote, which as you mentioned seems to be going the way of the Russians, is bogus. In our interview, they tell us what you might not have heard on the news, what's been going on behind the scenes, and why the Russians seem to be winning the referendum. This flag-waving crowd and all the people voting in the Crimea referendum might not be as pro-Russian as you might have heard. Our local Ukrainian population questions whether many of them are even from the Ukraine.
Yeah, we do not trust, because the latest data that we have at the same time is that they had a lot of tourists from Russia shuttled in on the buses, and they are coming in and voting. So they're not citizens. They do not live in Ukraine. They do not live in a Crimea Peninsula.
And this video from CNN puts a little more light on that statement. CNN says this man you see here, well, they say he voted twice. On top of that, the poll workers admitted their lists are old and out of date. And on top of that, voters in Crimea were voting with armed Russian guards standing on top of them.
So in fact, it's hardly a free referendum. It's based basically at the muzzle of a gun. So whatever the outcome is has been preordained, and the results aren't legal either by international law, by Ukrainian law, and they're not fair.
Today, many in the local Ukraine community paid tribute to the 100 or so people who died during the protests in February, saying they fought for basic rights, which you and I enjoy.
With those people, they died for their freedom of speech, for being independent.
All right, the Ukrainian population has been taking donations to help the families who lost loved ones during the protests. In fact, we've been told they've raised about $90,000 with about $60,000 already sent out. We're live on your side. I'm Michael Baldwin, News Channel 5.